how are you? I haven't videoed in a really long time. I haven't done any Zumba videos lately. I've wanted to, but life just, gets tiring. And when you come home or you're practicing your Zumba stuff or you're, whatever, you just don't feel like videoing at the end of the day. So, but I wanted to kind of take you on a journey with me, being that I haven't found much on YouTube about a therapy called Freespira. Freespira is a very interesting therapy. It's not medication at all. There's no medication involved. It's teaching you how to breathe differently. So in my case, I'm using it for panic attacks. Now, my panic attacks look a lot different than most panic attacks. Most panic attacks are, not being able to catch your breath. My panic attacks come with my brain goes on overload and I become super hyperverbal and I can't catch my breath. I am holding my breath, or I talk so fast that I'm breathing. I'm doing the hyper breathing, but I'm also hyperverbal at the same time. So this little system is supposed to help you train yourself to breathe in order to keep yourself from getting to that point. Or if you're in that point, it helps you to kind of calm yourself down, chill out, and breathe differently. Come to find out, in using this system, I found that I thought I was a shallow breather, but come to find out I do breathe in too much and then I don't breathe out enough CO2, which if the CO2 stays in your body, that is not good for your body, of course. So with the Freespira system, you get a trainer and a coach, along with all of the interesting little bits they give you. They give you a little notepad, Samsung. They give you a tablet. I'm sorry, notepad. Well, they give you all the things you need to charge your devices, which is really cool. They give you a sensor that will pair with the tablet, and then it keeps track of your breathing. You get 2 cannulas. I had my training today, so I got to use that for the first time. You get 2 of those. And then you get these cartridges, which I have one on the back of this in my week 1. But you get 5 of these cartridges, and each week you change it because it is going to be calibrated differently. It has to calibrate in the machine differently. Each week you progress to a different breathing pattern or a different breathing goal. So the first one is 13 breaths per minute with your CO2 at a level of 40. And when I first started this, I really wanted to just dig in, and I didn't want to have to wait for a trainer or a counselor. I'm like, I just want to start it. I don't want to have to wait. That makes me more anxious that I have to wait, and I don't want to wait. But after doing this today, I'm like, oh, thank goodness they have it set up this way, because there's no way I could have felt at all successful or potentially successful doing this on my own. It's just, there's a lot to it. It's not overwhelming per se, but it is different, especially because I'm more of a holistic person. I don't want to pop a pill unless that's the last absolute necessity for my ailments. My husband will even laugh, like, I'll have a headache and I'll be miserable, and he'll say, did you take anything for it? No, I just want to take a nap and have it go away. And he always laughs at me because he's like, why don't you just take Tylenol? You'll feel better immediately. And I don't like to put something in my body that doesn't have to be there. That's just me. Everybody is their own person, and that's who I am. So to talk more about my training today, so she helps you set up your iPad. She helps you set up your sensors. She goes over everything with you. I got a really sweet, nice trainer. She was very knowledgeable, answered all of my questions without hesitation, made me feel very confident in the fact that I can do this, even though I felt like I can't do this. But she made me feel very confident, and she said that's why you practice every day. So you start out with 2 sessions per day of 17 minutes of doing your breathing training. So what she had me do was put my hand on my chest and my hand on my diaphragm, and I breathe up here. And she said when you inhale to do diaphragm breathing versus chest breathing. So that's something that is foreign to my body. And being a fitness instructor, like you inhale big, you exhale, you're constantly making sure that you're getting your breaths in and your oxygen in. But if you're not exhaling the way that you should be exhaling and getting that CO2 out, that's what is not good for your body. So it helps you breathe. It has this little like tone that you eventually get to as she helps you get to the next step in the graph that you have. So I'll show you the graph here. Hopefully I'm making sense. I'm trying to make sense here. So this is mine from today. If you can see it, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or if this is just too bright. Maybe here. Oh, there we go. Maybe that'll help. So right here is my breaths per minute, and up here is my CO2. And I want to get to a baseline of 40, which you can see I am way off, way off. So this is what you're training to do. You're training to get your breaths, all that CO2 out with each breath, and I'm not. And then my breaths per minute, it takes you through just breathing normally, and then you start to breathe with how it'll like ding for you to like beep, and you have to breathe with the beeps. And then she'll have you stop it and have you do some deep breaths on your own without the beeper. Without the tones. It's called a tone, I'm sorry. Without the tones. She'll have you do like a deep sigh to kind of get a baseline of where you are with your breathing versus to where you need to be. So there were times when I did pretty well, I was on the line, and then there were times when I didn't do so hot. So it's just, that's why you have to train. That's why you have to work at it twice a day in order to get to where you need to be. So I definitely need to be a little better at my breathing. So tonight I'll do a full session on my own without my trainer. And then either today or tomorrow, she said I'll hear from my coach, and that person will be the one that I will basically interact with from here on out. But she's also there in case I need any question or I have any questions or anything like that. So, and it comes with, all these resource books to help you. It's not lack of information about Freespira. Like I said, I like a holistic approach to things. So I am trying this and hoping that, hoping that it will work for me. A cost, if you're interested in the cost of it, I think it's like $720. Some insurances cover it and some don't. Unfortunately, mine does not. But I was also told that if I document and it does work for me, that I possibly could get reimbursed from my insurance company a portion of what I pay out. Freespira does have a payment plan, so I'll be on a payment plan for 24 months to pay for this. Again, I'm very hopeful. I have a friend who's also doing this type of therapy, so I'm sending her positive vibes. If anybody's tried it already, please put comments below. Let me know what you think about it, and I will keep you guys updated on my progress. Maybe I'll do a video tomorrow about it, and then maybe just like weekly I will post about how my week is going and if I've run into anything crazy. If not, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.